Hello, my beautiful divine feminines. I am going to do an energy update for you. As you can see, we have a bit of a dark theme going on right now. So let us, we're going to do this by sign. I will draw one of each of these cards for the elements, and then each sign will get their own set of cards, and I'll go through them. The order is air, water, earth, and fire. And you can watch for your sun, moon, and rising, or your persons. You can cross watch. So, I hope you all are well. Very emotional ups and downs right now, right? With all these planets moving signs. The Scorpio full moon, getting ready for Pluto retrograde. There is a lot going on. And, see if we have any channel messages coming through. They're telling me air signs. For those of you who feel like you are not taking action, now is the time to take action. Let's see what we have here. Playful, sword in the rose, keeps coming out, relaxation. So not exactly action cards. They're telling me you're very protected right now, and that when there's something coming through about, it's a double 44 here, when you are in that playful energy, like childlike wonder, creative, relaxed flow state, they're saying you don't feel very protected or grounded or mature, and that you don't feel like you can create anything solid from those states. There's even like the moon in this picture, and they're saying no, you definitely can create very powerful things from that state, because you're most tapped into your true higher self and your source energy, soul energy. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but we're gonna do this because this is what feels right. And they're saying that's what like, don't overjudge it and don't overthink it. Of course, you guys always have to make your own best judgments for your life, because only you know what's going on with your finances, what's going on with, your job and everything else. So there are always so many factors to take into account. This card was in the wrong deck, and they're just telling me to show it to you. It's the Wheel of Fortune, so we'll use it as an overall energy. Some of you are working with flower essences. Some of you are working with pyramids. Some of you are working with light codes. Some of you are animal healers or communicators. Some of you don't think you can make a living at these type of things, which you may or may not be able to. I'm not the one to tell you that. So, all right, Gemini, let's get started. You're coming through with a lot of passion. The Queen of Fire and Justice. Oh, you have love. unconditional love. You're learning what love is. So this full moon should activate your divine feminine, unconditional love. I think you're learning the difference between love and sex. Because it does look like you have some sort of temptation here. Normally I would just read this as the masculine side, but for whatever reason, it's coming through that there's two different energies. You may be dealing with two different people right now. A karmic and a twin. You know, the queen has her lid on her cup, and right now it doesn't look like you're necessarily expressing yourself. I do also think you may be balancing the desire for financial security and with unconditional love. You may have to make a choice between these two people. I see that has been resisted for a while, and you may have been like keeping them both on the same, like at the same time. And you may have felt like that was your right as the Queen of Fire, but right now with this full moon coming in, I mean, you drew the full moon card. You're learning some things about yourself and who you want to be. And I do feel like you want to be fair and just, and you want to be able to be in your emotions in also a sexual relationship. Your person's coming through is very rigid, very manipulative and controlling. And kind of has you, I'm not gonna say that they're like, have you locked in a particular thing, but it does look like there's like you felt like you don't have a choice. And you're learning to kind of rely more on yourself and make your own way and expand your version of who that you think you are. I do think you're learning to love yourself more, so that's kind of the message here as you go forward, is to always put yourself first. Some kind of question of value with the Ten of Pentacles. All right, if you'd like to work with me more, I am on Fiverr. My twin flame checks start at $5. And I'm on Patreon, where I teach you how to work with the divine feminine energy. And I'm on TikTok, where I do short little videos. Sorry, just reading the cards. Ooh. All right. It does look like you're going through, Libra, a cycle closing. If you've been listening to any tarot readings, you've probably been hearing that for a while. I think that you are letting go of a King of Pentacles and embracing a Knight of Pentacles. There's a definite ending here with the Coffin and the Ten of Swords. This person was a teacher to you, probably a long-term relationship or a marriage. Just asking for clarification on this. Okay, so what they're telling me is Six of Cups is in reverse because you have not been actively making plans with this Nine of Pentacles, probably in separation. They will be coming forward to tell you that they want that they understand that you two are connected beyond this world, that you are the high priestess of water, and you probably share some water synastry in your chart. That they plan to have a victory with you, and this is the honest communication. Lots of 6s and 8s here. There is some sort of delay in this. It's making me really dizzy. There's a delay in this, and also it's very slow, which I think is good for you. They're showing me that you will be teachers of the new earth. This is showing me this is the earth. So beautiful. It's a lot of love in both these relationships, actually. And it's not easy. It's just not easy. It's actually making me want to cry. So they're saying most of you already know this anyway. They are showing me like Guinevere and Lancelot and all that. I don't usually get it with that card, but so if you guys might have Arthurian ties. Okay, if you'd like to work with me more, I am on Fiverr and TikTok, and my gigs on Fiverr start at $5. I am also on Patreon, where I work with the divine feminine energy. Aquarius. It does also look like you have come to an ending of, karmic relationship. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra, an Aries, a Sagittarius. There will be a new beginning, but it is not time yet. You actually have the Fool card 3 times. Your person is sick of waiting, but you have healing to do. And also, there's some money. There's like property to divide, money to deal with, security issues. You have to learn how to let this person go and love yourself still. So there's a purification process that will be happening through this new moon and through Taurus season. The wheel will be turning as you are taught by source energy. This person will wait for you, though they're very impatient right now. They're going to put a lot of pressure on you. I get that this may be a fire sign for sure. Possible Sagittarius. And you need to go fully through this. There's a review, a psychological, emotional, mental review, and also like a physical purging for you, because you're storing some of this trauma from your childhood that was re-triggered in this karmic relationship in your physical body, which is normal. So you actually have to release it from all of the layers, and also your auric field, your chakras. It's all going to be completely. They're just showing me like it's not a good metaphor, but like I guess you'll understand it. It's like you're all gonna be burnt to the ground and rebuilt fully. Like it's not even going to be like a private tower moment. It's going to actually be public, so prepare for that. Because it has to be strong enough to force you into this 4 of Swords energy. Okay, so Aquarius, they're saying you're feeling like you're scared that you're not strong enough for it, but you definitely are strong enough for it. And this person that you're questioning is willing to take this risk on you, but you're not if you start it now, you will have to repeat the entire cycle again. So just the rebirth process is not going to be as long or painful as you think it's going to be if you just fully surrender. It's actually going to go quite quickly. They're saying a month or less, which is amazing. If you fully surrender and dedicate yourself to it. And so I hope that resonates with you, because that's a really profound message. If you want to work with me, I am on Fiverr, where my gigs start at $5, and I'm on TikTok, where I do short little divine masculine energy updates, and then I'm on Patreon, where we work with the divine feminine energy, and I teach you how to like stop those recurring thoughts and actually do actually what it means when people talk about runner chaser and all of these things that don't really help you much just by using that word. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with water signs. This card was in the wrong deck, so we're just using it as an overall card. It's the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm going to take one of each of these cards for the overall water energy. I'm going to channel you some messages. I guess for you, you are very much in tune with the sun right now. Which is interesting because the moon's such a water element. Ooh, nice. You have the Awakening Master Teacher card of emotional healing. So it does look like the sun is illuminating truth for you. Stabbed in the back with the Phoenix. I'm taking 2. Just felt right. So heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So very much, a tower energy causing the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, transformation, growth, changed mind. So something happened to trigger this Phoenix of emotional healing and awakening, invisible, chaos. Okay, so I am getting this feeling that water signs, it's been very emotional time for you right now. You have a 7, so this was divinely guided. I do feel it was a possible karmic relationship. There's a mirror element here, so perhaps your twin has been somewhat involved. You could have stabbed your twin in the back, or you could have been stabbed in the back by a karmic, or both. Because it does look like there's a very heavy mirrored effect here. Again, we have the moon imagery, and we are all coming up to this full moon here in Scorpio. Very intense, deep, reflective, watery time where Mars is moving into a water sign. We have Pluto going retrograde. Some other shifts are happening as well. Venus moved, I think, into Taurus. So there may be some more stability in love, but these are the last 3 days of this year where we don't have a retrograde. So we will be going through some sort of revision, review for the rest of the year. Alright, almost done with the shuffle here, and we'll get started on Cancer. It is interesting that so much fire is coming through. I am also, my voice just kind of went weird, so you guys are having trouble speaking your truth for sure. Sorry about that. Cancer. Cancers were having the hardest time. Maybe dealing with the Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio. We have 4 out of 5 are major arcana. Huge shifts. Sword in the Rose came out in the airs too, in the air signs. I believe for Gemini. Oh no, it was the overall air energy. Complicated. Yeah, isn't it always though? High Priestess of Air. Okay. You definitely may be dealing with an air sign. Oh, they want it like this. Okay. Trust. Deep past life sensuality. Definitely feel like there was some kind of karmic ending here, possibly, or it should have ended and you resisted it, and so they keep it dragging on. I think it's really trying to bring up your trust wounding. I think this person that you're involved with, I'm getting really strong Libra vibes here. You're trying to manifest them back because they triggered so much abandonment wounds in you, and you don't want to process that. This isn't for everyone, but this is the storyline coming through. You don't want to process those abandonment wounds, those trust wounds. It's also past life wounds. It's a very deep. Again, the moon imagery coming through here. I get the sense that you're very wrapped up with this karmic person. Like, they're showing me kind of the crest of a mountain here. And it's like this should have been processed and let go of. But in the trying to be fair and not like put other people ahead of you, you're hurting yourself by continuing to not let this wound be healed. It's like you're putting every kind of defense mechanism over the wound, and what you need to do is just let it be exposed and let it heal. Because ultimately it's going to move you into this magician power, right? This person's kind of got you at that full energy, but you're like, no, wait, hold on. I'll keep this relationship going even though you're not committed to me. Let's just don't fully leave me. Because you don't want this to occur. I think you've put yourself into another triangulation, and I think your twin is somewhere in the distance being like, what are you doing? I think you're very detached from them right now, actually. This could be with the twin doing it with someone else, but I don't think that's the case for most of you. Like, the twin could have a karmic they're doing this with, and you're like still seeing them on the side, and you're covering up all of your wounding just to continue to have some kind of communication with them. But they're just saying you have to go through this process, and this moon is really going to draw that out for you. You have to allow yourself to open up and like be reborn, and to be reborn like a phoenix, you have to go all the way down to ashes. Okay, Scorpio. Oh, and if you'd like to work with me, I'm on Fiverr. My gigs start at $5, and I'm on Patreon and TikTok. Okay, let's go, Scorpio. We have double Wheel of Fortune and the moon. Some of you are dealing with the Pisces, Cancer. Confirmation for you. Again, double confirmation for you. Maybe triple. Okay, Hammer, Sabotage, Rebuilding, Interrogation, Repetitive, Persistent, and I'm working on it. Person is summoning you. You're kind of trying to be all things to all people. So you have your own card here and your own card here. Very, very strong. So what's coming through is that you're literally going through this phoenixing rite of passage. You're actually in a very spiritual energy. Well, I don't think you're talking about this with anyone. I think that you have had some sort of oath or vow that you are fulfilling and that it is ending so you can move forward into something new, something passionate, something you possibly may be in a secret affair with your twin. You may be married, they may be married, and that may be ending on this full moon. Your twin isn't really showing you how hurt they are. They're very, very hurt. Or they were in the past, and they're trying to get over it by balancing their feminine side. They are, it's interesting. They're trying to be very balanced and stable in their feminine energy to draw you forward to them. They're trying to summon you. They're trying to get you to be stronger in your masculine energy. So you guys may be close to union. And this is, for me, it's a very yin-yang card, right? It's a very, like, card of duality. So they're saying don't sabotage things. Like, be straightforward and actually do the work, because you're resisting doing some of the work. You're resisting the talking. All right. So if you'd like to work with me further, my twin flame gigs start at $5 on Fiverr, and I'm on Patreon and TikTok. Hello, Pisces. Oh. Holy cow here. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Fulfillment. Movement. I'm not reading those in reverse right now. Healing. But it came out in reverse, so I will note that. Okay. I'm a little confused at this message. Pisces. I think you're moving towards your twin in secret. You're definitely not telling them, because I can't even talk. You have an 11 card, they have a 2 card. I do think your person is healing right now. The pomegranate is a symbol of the high priestess. There's a lot of cyclical secret information here. The Empress in reverse is what they're giving me is that perhaps once you made this person feel this way, or other people made them feel this way in the past, but now they're learning how to make themselves feel that way. Like, they're learning fulfillment and heart healing on all levels. It could come at the result of a breakup of a marriage or a relationship, or it could come from breaking away from tradition in their life. You feel very conflicted about whatever is going on here. I think you feel like you're being kept in the dark because there's just a lot of darkness on this side. There's a lot of darkness on this side too. I think maybe you're both doing your work independent of one another. I do think you in particular are being assisted by females in your life, and you may receive like a gift either from the universe as a sign you're on the right track, or from your twin, perhaps anonymously, or someone else. But like, you're very protected by fairies, which is quite lovely. Like, I get this beautiful energy from the fairy and the dragonfly card, that you're just very watched over right now as you're going through some dark parts of your mind. If you'd like to explore any of that further, I am on Fiverr. I do twin flame checks and energy healing and all sorts of other energy work. My gigs start at $5, and I am on Patreon, where I teach you how to work with the feminine energy and stop all of the repetitive thoughts and all of that. And I'm on TikTok, where I just do short channel messages, usually from the Divine Masculine. And you can catch me at all of those places, or none of those places. Alright. Hello, Earth signs. As I started this reading in the beginning, this card was in the wrong deck, so we're taking it as an overall energy, as the Wheel of Fortune, moving forward through this full moon. And we're going to draw some overall cards for Earth energy, see what we get, start talking about it as I draw the cards for the individual signs. So we have separation, very resistant separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Okay, so you're in separation with your person. High Priestess of Fire is coming out. Okay, so a lot of you may be dealing with fire signs. You may feel kind of fiery and passionate empowerment coming out. Sunstone is a very high vibrational stone, advanced crystal. Romance, courtship, flower fairies, enchantment, and sweet emotions. I'm not going to keep that one. Oh, okay, I'll keep it. So I do think you're having like a pretty deep longing for the sweet emotions of the past. There will be movement forward here. You know, your person is thinking about you, but as we know with twin flames, it is the energy that keeps us separated. So if you are overly indulging in thoughts about them, like, the goal is to stop thinking about them at all. If you're overly indulging in thinking and fantasizing and remembering how it was when the energies were building up, that's just going to keep them, it's going to keep you two separated. So you need to learn to get that energy focused and held into your, you know, held in and not pushing out. I talk about that a lot on my Patreon. So you can check it out if you feel called to. Because when we push out that emotion, that's what, you know, leads to that instability. And we want to be empowered and emboldened to move forward in our lives. All right, here we go. So maybe you are going through that process of learning empowerment in your energy field, since that's what's coming up. Taurus. So we've got a ton going on in Taurus. Some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio. They also had double Wheel of Fortune and the moon, I believe. The moon can be Cancer or Pisces. A person is considering their choices very strong, and you are feeling very empowered, which is nice. They're considering letting go, and you are reminiscing quite a bit. You are in a kind of wistful energy. I think you do want to send some messages to your person, but I do think you're holding back. You've got a lot of Scorpio here and a lot of water sign. And fire. I think right now you're going to just have to deal with your emotions. As I talked about in the intro, not pushing your energy out and learning to hold it in. And I'm not talking about expression through your mouth. I'm talking about holding your energy in your chakras to empower yourself and not give it away to other people. I talk about that in my Patreon a ton. It's really, I think, the most important thing in the twin flame journey. I do think that you are going to be very strengthened, both in your masculine and feminine energies, into speaking your truth and allowing your twin to go through whatever they need to go through, because they are resisting this process right now, which is definitely an ending of a relationship, and you're just gonna need to be okay within yourself. I think you actually already know that. I think it's just the process of learning to hold the energy in and actually do it. So you can check out my Patreon if you're interested in learning about the feminine energy. And I'm on TikTok and Fiverr where my gigs start at $5, so hope that helps you. Alright, here we go, Virgo. Virgo always gets soulmate cards. I think you're receiving the message. Ugh, I don't like that card. That card is like the religious differences in Romance Oracle. Okay, your person is having, or you, because you're probably mirroring each other, a lot of ego issues, lack of confidence, self-sabotaging. They're being called into courage, and so are you, to stand up and be empowered, even though this relationship is not traditional. There may be, I'm getting a particular feeling with this one that there's an age gap. But if that's not your story, then whatever difference is, as all twins have some sort of obstacles to overcome. Whatever it is you think you will be judged on, that's keeping you two from moving towards each other, because right now you're moving away from each other. even though you're sitting in a very powerful energy, emotionally, you're doing the work. Financially, you're taking responsibility. There is an element of you spiritually that's running away, and mentally they're running away. So I think you are going to be getting a message. Your person may actually be either taking a trip or moving away. I'm sorry to say that to you. I get that twice here. If that's not the case, it may be like an emotional distance. They may actually cut things off with you for a period of time. Like, they may say it or they may just do it. I don't think it's going to be that long. It does look like it's until like Leo season. So just 3 months or so, I get. Really, really look at where you are spiritually self-sabotaging yourself and where you feel like you're not enough. Like any kind of jealousy you have, any kind of, you know what we have to work on, our fears of abandonment, our fears of rejection and stuff. Really try to look at those, okay? If you need help, please contact me on Fiverr. My gigs start at $5 and I'm on Patreon and TikTok. They want me to leave this in reverse, though. I never read those in reverse, so that's interesting. Because I guess Capricorn, hello, you're feeling impatient. There you are. Maybe dealing with the water sign or an Aries. Yeah, there's a lot of impatience in this. Okay, so Capricorn, I think your person just wants to be friends right now. They're working on becoming the highest and best version of their individual emotional self. Which means they're dealing with looking at their shadow side. You're triggering that from them. They're like, I think they're judging themselves on even wanting to be in a relationship with you. I'm sorry to say that. I definitely feel like you are in separation. If you're not, you're definitely in the friend zone. That's just what's coming off this card. As the Three of Cups in the main energy here. You feel conflicted because they may have rejected your offer. They may even just reject you for like wanting to get a cup of coffee or something. And you feel like, wait a second. I moved into this 3-3 energy, this loyalty. What does it say here? And they just want to be by themselves. But what they're really trying to do is to unchain themselves emotionally from like everyone. I do think that they're working on their codependency and addictions, and you can really help them with that because it's your energy pushing out onto them that is really making it harder for them. I know it's very weird to hear that, but you're pushing this energy onto them and they're trying to get to be strong. So you can empower them by actually learning how to hold all of your energy into your sacral. I talk about that a lot on my Patreon. And that's also really balancing your feminine, masculine energy. There's a lot of different names for the same energy, right? We have the chaser, the masculine, the push, all these different names. But it is your energy just being very strong onto them that's making them kind of like have to withdraw. And probably this is like very divinely guided. But what I suggest to you is that you learn how to hold your energy and not push it out onto them. I do get the sense that you've been kind of conditioned to like drama or think that drama is love, and that's just fear energy. And by having a lot of problems, it actually, you feel like you're being very empowered. But what it's telling you is that you need to be quiet right now. You need to learn this patience and the love of self, and to hold your energy in while they do this work, because you're the other half of this chain right here, and you are devil energy, Capricorn, so it's very strong for them. Like, you don't try to control them right now. They're needing to learn how to do that on their own. Anyway, if you want to learn more about that energy, it's on my Patreon. I talk a lot about it, and I'm going to be talking more. And if you want to get me to do energy work with you or on your twin, then I'm on Fiverr. My gigs start at $5, and I'm on TikTok just for short readings daily about what the masculine energy is going through. Like, it's kind of an evolution. So anyway, we'll get started here with fire signs. Hi, fire signs. This card was in my deck as I started shuffling. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm just taking it for an overall energy for fire signs, for all the signs actually. Everybody got Wheel of Fortune today. So we've got some beneficial Jupiter energy. I do think Jupiter is in Aquarius still. So let's draw some cards for overall Earth energy while I do the individual sign cards. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreements, soul contract. So you may be dealing with a soulmate right now. You know, when our vibration as the feminine energy gets high enough, we do call in people very, very close to our twin. Oh God, okay, they want grounding energy in vibrational frequency. So, you know, it's not our exact frequency, which is what our twin is. It's a very, very close match, and it's not a karmic. I mean, it is a karmic relationship. Yes, it is a karmic relationship, sorry. It's not necessarily a karmic. When it comes out like that, it's not necessarily one of those karmic relationships where it's to teach you a lesson. It is like a divinely guided relationship that you can actually choose over your twin if you desire. And you can have all those things that you have with the twin that you think are like love, which is like the butterflies, all of the, you know, romantic feelings that you can't actually have with your twin if you want to be with them. The warrior. This keeps coming out for the masculine side. Alright. I'm going to keep it. And the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess of Water, which is what I was feeling. So, yeah, those feelings that you're calling like love feelings, like love sickness, those are actually fear feelings. That's what fear shows up as. And with your twin, you have to be entirely fearless. Nope, that wasn't right. You have to be completely 100% like able to stand under the spotlight and just be totally whatever you want to call it, judged, revealed, seen. Anywhere that you are hidden, that you feel like you need to protect, you know, we are moving with our twin into unconditional love, and that means no conditions without conditions, no hiding. So fully being seen, and that's what all this triggering is about. It's just to get you to like release it and see that like you are lovable despite all of your perceived whatever unquote quote unquote flaws. Okay, one more deck and we'll get started with Aries. All right, here we go. Hi, Aries. Oof, interesting. Your masculine looks very active right now. Seduction. They are coming for you. Okay, so lots of activity in the 5D. Lots of telepathy, communication. What are they doing? Aries. They are finding you incredibly beautiful right now. You actually drew the beauty card. I do think they're going to come forward and tell you that they were wrong in the past. Please forgive them. They very much see you as a win. They want... I do think they're sneaking around on their significant other. I don't think if they were married or in a long-term relationship that they left that person. Sorry, my music stopped. I got the 888 hertz going on. Hopefully it'll start again. It's a very straightforward message. You know, you need to be very, very grounded, because I do think whatever you've done, yeah, they want to put you in a third party, but they're going to be very, like, forward about it. Like, they're focused on you, and I think it's up to you to maintain whatever boundary you want to maintain. Like, they're coming at you with warrior energy, and this may be a soulmate, but if you don't want to be in a third party, this could be your twin, this could be your soulmate. It's going to be different. You could be with a soulmate currently, and your twin is finding this glow up that you're having, you know, irresistible, or the fact that you're into this person, you know, they're like, wait a second, what about me? I do think there's a couple different storylines here. I would expect communication. The fact that all 5 cards of yours are in the upright is sort of crazy, because they're quite strong cards. It's like this person doesn't want to let go of what they have, but then they also want you to. And they're going to be pretty persuasive and pretty generous with you. So get those boundaries ready if you are, you know, not wanting to be put in a difficult situation. All right, Leo. I'm sorry, my music stopped and it's making me upset now. Wow, someone else got these exact 2 cards. Huh. Some sort of party. I get water energy here. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting and wanting to date. Oh, this looks like more than dating. What an interesting set of cards. Well, Leo, you may be going through some sort of ending of something that you really thought was going to last. Your person person's kind of in this weird in-between world of like not knowing if they want to go forward or return. I think that they're looking at the past and trying to determine what happened. And in this instance, I really do feel like you're the one going towards them. I think you're going to send them a message that you still like them. Or they're going to send you this message and see what you have to say. And the cards are really encouraging you to be very honest. You two may run into each other at some sort of party or something. And they just want you to be kind of like open to possibilities right now. Again, this may be a soulmate. I do get heavy water sign. And you could be dealing with two different people. Like you could be dealing with your twin and a soulmate and deciding like what you want to do right now. So this moon, it does look like it's going to bring up some things for you. And, you know, I do get that this is at night. Either they're messaging you at night or you're seeing them at a party or a dinner at night. If you want more information and you want to work with me and do twin flame check or some sort of energy work on your ring, you can find me on Fiverr. My gigs start at $5 and I'm on Patreon and TikTok. All right, somebody's spying on you. Hi, Sagittarius. Ooh, so I just was saying that somebody got, I think it was Aries, got all their cards in the upright. You have all your cards in reverse. So it does look like you are very much in the past or in the future, but not in the present. Your person is spying on you, and I think you're wondering, like, where did you go? You were so sure of things in the past. You really wanted to love me, to invest in me, and you thought I was so special and beautiful. For a lot of you, I think you're at more of the beginning of this because that's when the energies build up and you are in that honeymoon period. And you possibly now are in separation when the energy wall goes up. Your person is definitely, whatever, using fake accounts, stalking you, pretending that everything's fine while people watch you that they like you have in common. There's definitely spying going on. I very rarely say that because like I think the entire purpose of social media is for people to look at your stuff, so why would it be spying? But this person is trying to do it invisibly, so you don't know. Like I don't think they're sitting there liking a bunch of your photos and messaging you like on your photos. So you have the movement card. What is this about? What is this about? What is this movement card about? Oh, you want to enhance your financial. You want to enhance your financial security, and just be more grounded. So I do think you may even go back and get some sort of specialized education. You might be making yourself like more niche worthy, more something you're doing is moving you forward, making you more valuable, and this is a good thing. They're saying this is a reflection of your self-love. So keep going forward in that, and try not to pay attention to whatever else is going on over here. I just think that's the message coming through. All right, if you'd like to work with me more, I'm on Fiverr. I'm on TikTok and Patreon, where we work with divine feminine energies, and I'll see you there. Bye for now.